What's up guys, Harry here today with another episode of the AFC Bournemouth Career Mode, episode 6. And we're going to go straight to our first game at home against Watford. As you can see here, we're 4 points clear at the top of the table over Tottenham after our wins last episode. Do you want to go watch that episode if you haven't seen it already before this one? And this is a game against Watford I thought we should win. I think it should be an easy game, and he shows great defensive record, joined top with I think 3 goals conceded alongside Tottenham. So Forster, Bellerin, Cook, Stones, Mings, Ritchie, Sermon, Arthur, Cadell, Atsu and Wilson for us. And I think mainly the only reason we concede 3 is because of our goalkeeper, actually Forster, because he's just such a good goalkeeper. So Gomez, Leon, Prodel, Belekem, Holbas, Barami, Capu, Abarbo, Sherrado, a trio, and Dini is their lineup. Surprised he didn't go with Gallo. He's their top goal scorer in real life. He's a good striker on this game, I think. I thought he would have been a good play for them to go for. So I was hoping, like I said, this should be an easy game to win, hopefully, because it's a fellow promoted side. So 4 minutes in, good start. Atsu has a good first time shot, saved by Gomez though. Atsu, of course, looking for his second goal for me. He actually scored his first goal, that 1-0 win against Norwich, which I lost the footage for, sorry about that. So here we go, good pass forward from Ritchie to Atsu, pass to Wilson, it slots it in the bottom right corner, being the keeper's near post. Another early goal from my top goal scorer, Callum Wilson, put me 1-0 up after 8 minutes. Such a good start. Also guys, we got a very big game in this one. Big game after this one, away against Man City, which is always a dangerous game to play. Also guys, I should have an F1 video up later today for people who like those videos. And it's actually 2-0 here. I wasn't recording at the time, so Richie did a good pass forward to Wilson. He hits it over the keeper to make it 2-0. Sorry guys, I wasn't recording. I've got that in the Man City game as well, which is what I was kind of annoyed about. So 12 minutes in, Watford have the ball. Abarbo gets the ball, pass it out to Neom, pass it back inside to Abarbo, who we all know is so sweaty on this game for most FIFAs. Good crosses the box. And Trio, or Trio, whatever his name is, hits the post and was able to clear it. So Watford almost came back straight away. So after that, Richie gets the ball, passes it forward to Atsu. And Atsu goes on a mad run here, literally just runs down the wing with his pace. Gets tackled a bit, keeps the ball in play, comes back inside. Gets past those 2 defenders. Gets past that one, dodges the slide tackle, blocks it, and he puts in the rebound. And that is Atsu's first goal. You've obviously mine the second one. And it was such a great run by Atsu. I might try and keep him. I might try and sign him on a permanent next season from Chelsea, because he's just such a quality midfielder. Like, he's keeping Pereira at the side, to be fair. That's how good he's been playing. So here, I'll be making some changes now, because there was nothing else after that, really. So, I think it was Sermon out at the end. No, I moved Atsu on the wing, and then brought Gosling on for Gradel and Cam. Yeah, that was my only change I made there, sorry. And then after that, nothing else happened, so I came back to another change where I took I keep forgetting, guys, sorry. Yeah, this time I brought Gosling for Atsu, and then I put King, who I brought on. I don't think I showed that in Cam in there. So King was now out on the wing, Gosling was in the middle. So 3-0 up here still. Wilson, good slide challenge. Of course, Wilson trying to get my first hat-trick that I've scored off this career mode. Just a great run. Cuts inside, hits as hard as he can, hits the frame with the goal. Is unlucky. Richie picks up the ball though, passes it back for King, takes a shot. The keeper touches it, but it's not enough, and King gets his first goal for the club. It was a bit sad that it was hit the frame of the goal from Wilson's shot, because I was hoping Wilson get his hat-trick there, but sadly he couldn't. It was a good pass by Ritchie inside, and keeper gets a touch on him, but it's not enough. So King can get his first goal. After that, I do a stupid mistake from goal kick. I give the ball straight to them, and Forster pulls off a world-class save to deny him, but sadly I snapped his legs in the process, which is stupid. It wasn't even a car, which I thought was a bit stupid, because it's a 2-footed challenge, because none of the ball. It was such a good save by Forster. They just I really ruined it by doing that slide challenge with Stones. So they had a penalty. Ben Watson, the man who won the Wigan the FA Cup, because the last minute against Man City a few years ago. Steps up, I go to the right, he puts in the bottom left. It's a good penalty, makes it 4-1, gets them a consolation goal. Then, so they do end up scoring because they hit the post early, and they do get a goal in the end. It was a good penalty though, because I was trying to taunting my point that way, but it didn't work. So straight from kick-off here, I get the ball out wide to King, who I think he's such a good super sub. I still don't start him, he's such a good super sub. So I run down the wing, bring it back, run into the box, pass it across to Wilson, and he just puts it wide, trying to get the hat-trick. He's had some chances though. So we do trade with the same players again. We get A, C, D, D, and a B. But Pereira's overall does actually go up to 68, which is good. Here we also have another player traded because it was international break, so yeah. This time we get a B, D, D, C, and an F. We've got some of their stats up, Bellerin. It's a bit annoying he got an F. So here we go, guys, the big episode of the game. Big game of the episode. It'd be nice if I could get that right. Away against Man City. I think I went with the exact same lineup. Took Distan out for a Cook again. So I was just hoping that I was thinking of starting King after his great performances, but I decided not to in the end. Even though I think he's just better coming off the bench, to be fair. So here we go into the game against Man City. So as you can see, still 4 points clear at the top. Norwich are actually third, and Man City is 7th. So two promoted sides doing really good so far in the league. So I was worried going into this game. So as you can see there, Aguero's got 2 goals in his last match. Wilson's got 4 in his last 3 matches. So I had to watch the threat of those two, as you can see, that Aguero and Kevin De Bruyne, as they're both massive threats to Man City in this game and in real life. But then they've got to watch the threat of my striker, Callum Wilson. You can't rule out a shock win for us. So Caballero, Sabaleta, Otamendi, Mangala, Clichy, Navas, Delph, Torre, Nasri, De Bruyne and Aguero is their lineup. They started De Bruyne, though they started Nasri even over Silva, probably just because we're a weaker side. That's the same with like why they played Caballero and goal of a heart. And then, of course, my strongest lineup: Forster, Bellerin, Stones, Kirk, Mings, Ritchie, Sermon, Arter, Gradel, Atsu and Wilson. I was hoping I could win this game, but it's a tough ask to do away against City. So 3 minutes in, I get a free kick here. I don't really know if it was a free kick, so I play it short with Mings to Sermon. I was just waiting for Mings to make that run. He finally did. So I cross into the box, just weak foot, and Wilson gets there. Just wide. But yeah, but Wilson's a good aerial threat, even though I don't think he's that tall actually, so it's pretty good. So yeah, I put it down the line again to Atsu. Cuts inside, runs into the box. Couldn't pass to Wilson because there was no space, and then he blocked my shot. It's a corner. So I'm whipping the corner, but it's a great save actually by Caballero to deny me though with Stones. Going to be a great start for me, but after that Navas just runs down the wing with his pace and puts an absolute beauty of a cross to the back post towards Kevin De Bruyne, who hits it first time into the back of that. And I said you had to watch that man De Bruyne, and we didn't. But it was such a good run by Navas, and you could just see in the top left there De Bruyne's run he made, and it just went under Forster. If he dropped out like a second quicker, like he would have stopped it, but he didn't, sadly. And in this game, Forster wasn't really doing that well, but to be fair, I can't blame him. So here, I didn't show the slide tackle originally. Yeah, I got a red card, which was annoying. I went down to 10 men. But you'll see now, I take out Aguero. He's from behind, it's last man, denied a goal scoring opportunity. So I did it, to be fair, just because I wanted to try and not let Aguero score. I'd take the red card if it remained 1-0. As you can see, from behind, 2-footed, last man. So from the resulting free kick, Yaya Toure picks it up and, yep, smashes it in the top left. Forster can't do anything about that. It's a quality free kick from Yaya Toure. And you just know you can't give Yaya Toure a free kick in that sort of position. I expect him not to at least hit the target. I even made the wall jump here, as you can see, but it was too high, and Forster just was never getting anywhere near that. So yeah, and here, 70th minute, still pass across to Navas, and Navas, who put the good cross in the middle originally, smashes it past Forster, his near post. 71 minutes in, I've got 10 men, and I'm 3-0 down to Man City. Looking like I'm going to get my first loss of the Premier League season, which is kind of annoying. Wanted to see how long I could go, and it came against City in the end. See, they're forcing our little touch on him, it wasn't enough. And here, I actually got a goal back with Gosling. I brought him on, and basically his second touch of the game puts it in. I forgot to record it again. Hopefully I won't do that the next episode. But here, I get the ball. Forster came up from the corner, but luckily I got the ball. Stones past it to Wilson, and he smashes it past Caballero, his near post. Makes it 3-2, 4 minutes left. Could this be can I come back and draw with 10 men? Yeah, good pass by Stones. Wilson smashes it. But sadly, it didn't actually come to anything. I ended up losing 3-2, got my first loss of the season. So we did some more player training, got a D, B, D, C, C. Got some of their stats up. So yeah guys, this will be all for this episode. We have Tottenham next, who is second in the league to us, and Southampton as well. So, I have an F1 video up later guys, and another